Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Wasting Sanity, and you are watching Diablo 3 Reapers of Souls review. Have you been waiting for random maps with clusters of enemies on these maps? Well, now is the time to purchase Diablo 3 Reapers of Souls. But don't expect instant access. You have to go through some hoops to get there. Now, true, this does sound like a bad thing, but it isn't that bad. Doing bounties, more on that later, will cause what is called a Rift Keystone Fragment possibly to drop. You need to acquire 5 Rift Keystone Fragments, and you travel to a nifty pillar in town, and away you go. The quest is for you to kill 100 enemies, and then a Rift Guardian appears, and you kill him as well. Then he drops a nice chunk of loot, and it's actually seriously a big chunk of loot, at least from what I've seen so far. I don't think they limited it. I don't know. Now, once you complete that, you go to Auric here, and he will give you a nice XP bonus, or XP for completing the quest, and he will close your rift. But wait, you don't necessarily have to close your rift yet. If you don't go to Auric, and you take and just keep running the rift, I think it might be endless. But I'm not too sure. I've only gone 4 levels deep, and it was late, so I just stopped there. But it might be better just to, if you have the rift, the keystones, it may be better for you to just keep restarting the quest, and it's better XP probably that way. There are items called blood shards. Now these shards
Don't
will
be
be dropping
shy.
for you. Now, there's a vendor in town here that sells items for blood shards. Now, it's a bit of a gamble. The properties are random, and if you're a barbarian, you could end up getting a one-handed crossbow. The really bad part is the fact that it could be worse than the original blacksmith because of the fact that basically it will be random properties like the old blacksmith, and as well there could be blue items. Seriously, blue items. But then again, what else are you going to spend it on? The blood shards, as far as I've seen, are not accepted anywhere else, so nobody else wants them. They added a new class called the Crusader. I haven't had a chance to really play the Crusader yet, but from what I could tell, it looks like the love child of a barbarian and a wizard. The Crusader has a wide variety of abilities that are melee and area effect. This may make the Crusader the most versatile character in Diablo 3, being able to take on hordes of enemies and devastating the entire horde with single blows. It seems like extremely overpowered, so definitely check it out. The thought of leveling up another character, though, it sounds a little bit daunting, a little bit annoying. I don't know. I don't like the idea of playing through the campaign 3 times again just to get to Inferno. I've done it enough already. But you actually don't have to do that. All you have to do is just you start up a character and you instantly leave the game. You go to your game and settings, you go to adventure mode, save and close, and start your game, and boom, you have access to everything. Now, if you just bought the game, both the games, and you haven't beaten it, I don't know if it'll let you do that, but it might. I'm not sure. Now, I want to touch on a couple things beforehand, before I leave the screen. For the adventure mode, it does automatically reset on its own, so don't start doing bounties and then leave the game thinking you could come back and finish up your all 5 bounties in that area. No, it may reset on you, so that's one thing. Another thing is, if you're playing a character, brand new character, and you want to just do bounties to level up, if you're afraid to go to Act 2, Act 3, Act 4, so on, and you want to stay in Act 1, you don't have to grind necessarily. You could come back out into the game settings, hit save and close, and it'll reset it. so you don't have to even click anything else. Just hit save and close as soon as it pops up. Now, with that being said, there are 5 bounties per act, giving you a total of 25 bounties. These bounties will reset over time, as I mentioned, or you can do the force reset. Each bounty gives gold, experience, and blood shards. And you may actually, probably, I would say, more likely, that fragments will drop for the Nephilim Rift. After completing all 5 quests, you go over to Tyrell here. And he will give you a nifty little box. This box will actually pop open, spit out of your character, and it'll primarily be crafting stuff. It'll also
Laura,
include a couple of
I
Nephilim
haven't
Rift
heard from the Heronda you
items.
sent to the Scovos Isles.
Well, not Nephilim Rift items.
Scovos is a
Key
dangerous
fragments.
land.
I hate to think that any more of our
They
order
also
could
included
come to
an
harm.
artisan.
All of us
Well,
know
actually,
the
well,
risks to it,
getting back to the box.
but we
real fast.
believe in the new horizon.
It's mostly crafting. There's a couple items maybe in it, but it's mostly crafting. Now, the artisan that they included in the game is basically someone that can manipulate items. So if you do not like the item that you have, and there's like this one stat that's just crap, you don't like it, so you want to switch it. So you go over to artisan real fast. And let's say if I wanted to switch out Vitality, I choose Vitality. If you click on the question mark, it'll show you basically what can happen. Now, once you complete the replacement process, it'll give you a chance of picking 3 for the item to replace what you have. Now, I've seen it to where it has a primary one, so Vitality will pop up again, and there might be like, let's say, increased attack speed instead, or life per hit. So I could choose from those 3. Now, there is a chance where you actually can get a better stat than what you currently have, so that might be something to look into too, as far as if you want a better item, stat-wise. Diablo 3 Reapers of Souls has added a good amount of content to the game. It is unfortunate that the only random maps might actually be the Nephilim Rift maps, and that's it. One has to wonder if the price tag of $40 may be worth it or not. Some may argue that when you go to the movies, it costs about $12 or more, depending on your area, for 2 hours of entertainment. But video games are held in a different standard. You watch a movie, you interact with a video game. Now, I do not recall if Diablo 3 was $50 or $60 at release, but let's break down the differences, shall we? Diablo 3 has, at release, 5 characters, 4 acts, 2 crafters, 3 runs of the campaign before getting to the end game, which was Inferno. And of course, the auction house, which I'm sure everybody loved, right? You know, but it's gone now, so no worries. Reaper of Souls. 1 character, 1 act, 1 crafter, bounties, Nephilim Rifts, adventure mode, and additional items to current crafters. When you compare the two, it really feels like $40 the $40 price tag, might have been a little high. But it does make Diablo 3 more user-friendly to compare to the original. As a whole, including Diablo 3 Reaper of Souls, I would give Diablo 3 a 7 out of 10. It would have been a lot more enjoyable at release if some of the basic features had been included in Diablo 3 that are currently included with Reaper of Souls, like adventure mode. But I wouldn't have paid the $90 to $100 for it. If you combine the two, it'd be roughly around that, so I wouldn't have paid it. So if I hope this helped you guys decide whether or not you want to buy it, or if you enjoyed the review. This is just a simple, straightforward review. I want to thank you very much for watching. I do appreciate it. My name is Wasting Sanity. Don't forget to like and subscribe down below. Thank you.